everyone, it's Mama D here with your daily dose of encouragement. Today's dose comes from Genesis 16, verse 13. It says, "Thereafter, Hagar used another name to refer to the Lord who had spoken to her. She said, 'You are the God who sees me.' She also said, 'Have I truly seen the one who sees me?'" One of the names of God is El Roi, the God who sees. Hagar was the servant of Abram's wife, Sarai. God had promised Abram a son and descendants more numerous than the stars, but Sarai hadn't been able to bear children. Sarai lost sight of God's promise and tried to bring it about in her own power and her own timing. As was the custom of that time, Sarai gave Abram Hagar as a wife to have children through her. That's where things took a turn. Hagar became pregnant and started lording it over Sarai. Sarai became jealous and started blaming Abram and mistreating Hagar. Sarai took it into her own hands to try to make the promise of God come through, not in the way or the timing that God intended. Then she resented the results and blamed everyone else. Eventually, it became so unbearable for Hagar that she ran away. She was alone in the wild, pregnant, homeless, hopeless, and in despair. But God, He showed up. He sent an angel to Hagar right where she was at, beside a spring of water in the wilderness. The angel was sent by God to encourage her and to deliver instructions from God. She was told to return to Sarai and submit to her authority. She was also told to name the son that she was pregnant with Ishmael, which means God hears, because God has heard her cry of distress. And she was also told that she would have more descendants than she can count. Hagar recognized that even when she thought she was alone, abandoned, unwanted, and in despair, God was there. He saw her and what was happening to her. He loved her so much that He met her where she was at to pull her up out of the pit. He gave her hope in the knowledge that He sees and knows and will act in His timing. She was able to go back and go on, knowing that she is seen. So when you start to doubt that God sees or hears or cares, remember Hagar and remember that God is El Roi, the God who sees. And remember, there's enough ugly in the world. Choose Jesus.